Hello everyone, and welcome to the guide for my cast on crit Magma Orb Deadeye, aka +2 Chainz. As Betrayal League is winding down, I wanted to reunite with my old lover, Cast on Crit. Playing Cast on Crit Discharge Trickster was some of the most fun I've ever had in this game, and I knew I definitely wanted to relive those glory days of clicking Cyclone and deleting the whole screen. A lot has changed since Cast on Crit was last viable though, and I didn't want to just do Discharge again with the Oscrix Malice thrown in the mix. The first thought I had was to use an old favorite of mine, Ethereal Knives. EK had great clear speed and benefits greatly from budget items, like Headhunter. Unfortunately, my plans came to a screeching halt when I remembered that EK has 0 single target damage. This wasn't really an issue back in the day when you would just skip the map boss, but now between Syndicate members, Bestiary, and Incursion, every map has actual rewarding content that you need good single target to complete. I really wanted to use another projectile skill so it would scale well with Deadeye and my budget items, so I ended up settling on Magma Orb. Magma Orb is extremely strong with Gloomfang, a unique amulet that grants it 20% of non-chaos damage as chaos for each time it is chained. In this build, Magma Orb chains 7 times, meaning it travels a long distance and does a ton of damage as it travels. With slower projectiles, each volley can hit bosses multiple times as well, giving this build great single target DPS. A 6-linked cast on crit Magma Orb is enough to easily clear tier 16 content quickly, but in this current age of Path of Exile, if you aren't layering a bunch of random spells and triggers to crash your game client and blaze through maps, what's the point? Since we have Gloomfang and +2 Chainz for other spells, Lightpoacher is a great addition. The Spirit Burst projectiles Lightpoacher generates can clear trash packs by themselves, meaning often we don't even have to stop in Cyclone to clear the screen. In order to further decrease frame rate and increase clear speed, this build also uses a multi-crafted claw with trigger a socketed spell and skill use. Socketing Stormbrand and Brand Recall in the claw makes passive pack clear even better and allows this build to shock enemies. Socketing Cold Snap in the claw as well adds a bit of damage, chill, and most importantly grants frenzy charges on kill. This build also uses the Commandment of Blades on Hit enchant on its gloves, which helps to add to the passive clear speed. Often this build will just whirling blades into packs and clear normal monsters without having to stop to Cyclone. This build picks up power charges through an Assassin's Mark on Hit Ring and endurance charges through the severely underrated chest Duresso's Defiance. A well-rolled Duresso's adds nearly 40% attack, cast, and movement speed to the build through its onslaught generation, as well as increased Immortal Call duration and defenses through endurance charges. And yes, it prioritizes Immortal Call for using endurance charges over losing all charges when hit. For buffs, this build uses Herald of Ash and Anger, alongside a nice Anger Watcher's Eye for % fire damage leached as life. War Banner and Vol Righteous Fire provide good burst DPS buffs that help breeze through single target encounters. With the addition of Headhunter, Duresso's, and Sinvicta swapping for Rampage, this build reaches ludicrous attack speed and movement speed levels, to the point where Whirling Blades looks more like teleporting than traveling. This build is pretty expensive to put together, but you could do a more budget version by dropping the Headhunter and replacing the claws with a Lycosidae and a Touch of Anguish or maybe a Oscrix Malice. For the full skill tree and gem setup, I've put the Path of Building link in the description below. If you'd like to see more of this build in action, I've been streaming it over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Oscrix. Since this league is winding down, I'm going to be switching to hardcore solo self-found and trying out some more wacky build ideas every once in a while. I want to say thank you for all the positive feedback I've received from people watching these first few videos. I'm excited to continue making PoE content through this season and for the next. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.